right, Jim, we'll go in 30 seconds. Go ahead, Andy.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, that's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution. High school basketball plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports. Bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Here's Gordon for three. Good from the right wing. Darren Gordon answers with the triple. Long rebound, Wagner. 2-on-1. Wagner takes it himself, lays it in, they count it.
Now, let's head out to the action for the Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Good evening, everyone, from the Grumbacher Center here at York College. Welcome to the York Adams League Boys Championship game for 2017-2018. Panthers with the league championship to be determined here tonight. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to high school basketball presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on WOYK. Daryl Henry alongside Andy Bria. Andy, welcome back to Charles Wolfe Gymnasium. And these two teams a year ago, here they are once again, a rematch of last year's final.
First of all, I can't even believe I'm sitting in these chairs. This is like, honest to God, this is like the lap of luxury for a radio commentator, I'm telling you. All right? Now, let's get to some basketball. This is going to be a chess match tonight. What's the, Vegas has got, I think it's 6-1, that Central comes out and plays his zone, okay?
Yeah.
If they play anything else but zone, I will be stunned, okay? And we've never seen him do that, I don't think.
No, I don't believe so.
Not Central.
Prop bet?
Everybody else.
Prop bet?
A prop bet, I'm telling you. But, you know, they've been here 6 years in a row, and that's not, you know, that's not a... It's a tough thing to do, to get your kids to that level every year, and they're hungry. They make it. You got it, especially when you go up against ball handlers, when you go from a high school gym floor to a bigger floor like this, or say the Giant Center. There's a lot more space for the ball handlers to get around traps and things, and it makes it difficult. So I'm expecting a real barn burner. We could have double OT.
Oh boy. Oh, get ready. This is the Penn State York pregame show. Northeastern 22-2. And at Central 16-7, and we saw both teams the other night. Central, both games were fairly close, but both teams would pull away late. Andy, Central to win over New Oxford, Northeastern against Kennerdale, and it was the third matchup between these two teams head-to-head this season. The first one, Northeastern won pretty handily. The second one came down to the wire.
And he was telling me it was a three-point shot right at the buzzer or something, and there's 3 seconds left.
3 seconds.
Yeah, whatever, to win the game. Confidence, and that's a big thing with kids at this level, to believe that you can play with kids like, you know, at Northeastern. I mean, you know, semifinalists last year in the States in a big school situation, won a district title up on the Giant Center floor. So, you know, like I said, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm ready. I can get excited.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Yep.
Andy will talk to the coaches. Our Stony Brook Family Restaurant coaches interviews are coming up with John Eister and Kevin Sheeler. Stay tuned for that. It's Northeastern against Central, third meeting this year, and for the second straight year, they meet here at the Grumbacher Center with the league title on the line. You're listening to our Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
If you're a high school junior or senior, military veteran, or an adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss this special event at Penn State York. Learn about the admission process and timeline, meet our faculty and students, and investigate financial aid options. Tour our lovely campus, including the recently renovated and expanded Joe and Rosie Rural Student Community Center. Explore the 10 four-year degree programs that can be completed at Penn State York, or spend 2 years at the York campus, then move to University Park to finish one of more than 160 Penn State majors available through the 2+2 program. Visit york.psu.edu to register, or call 717-771-4040.
It's a family tradition. Their family name, Romberger's Appliance in South York, is York's hometown appliance store for more than 50 years. You get it all with top brand. Why Romberger's was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County. Associated with the largest buying group nationwide, gives them the purchasing power to pass the savings on to you. Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need, and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romberger sells it, Romberger services it. Always above the rest in customer service. 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romberger's Appliances first.
Translation? I can't in your head at the mere thought of shopping for a new car, and after a long sigh, you switch on your radio. Bayshore and Kohler Ford, yeah, in Manchester. It's only about 3.5 miles from those other guys, but a long way from all that hassle. So you stop by on your way home from work, and you find a lot filled with selection, colors, models, great prices, and a whole lot of trade-in value, too. Next thing you know, you're pulling out of your driveway in a new car. And there's a knock on your window. Where'd you get that car, your neighbor says? Bayshore and Kohler Ford, you tell him. I didn't know you were a Bayshore and Kohler guy, he says. You look around, hey, I am now. Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders.
Sports Radio 1350.
Boys, the Grombacher Central York Panthers. And with me now is the head coach of Northeastern, and that's John Eister. Coach, congratulations again on your kids getting here. Talk a little bit about the readiness of your bunch to play in this big game tonight.
And, both teams are going to be ready to play. This is going to be fun, great atmosphere, too good to fun.
You really concentrate on one guy. Anybody can hurt them tonight.
I expect more of the same. I don't see coach changing much. They do what they do. So it'll be a lot of good ball movement and people movement, and they'll try and limit their good shots.
Do you think you have an advantage with your team speed on the big floor?
Well, yeah, we definitely. If we get a lead, it can work to our advantage to make teams have to come out and guard us. We're pretty hard to guard in that situation. At a couple different. Yeah, it's crucial. I mean, we really would. Obviously, you want to start every game off on a good foot, so you don't want to dig yourself out of a hole. But Central's going to be ready to go. I'll be anxious to see how the big floor, affects them and how we handle it.
A couple of keys your kids got to do well tonight, John, to be cutting down those nets.
Yeah, I want us to play a little bit harder. As I watch some of the film through our last 3-4 weeks, where we're able to not play as hard as we can the whole time, and we're focusing on that. That's a big key for us. Is you don't want to leave this game and say, I wish I would have played harder. I wish I would have sprinted back harder. I wish I would have taken that charge. I wish I went for that offensive rebound. So we'll be fine. Defensively, we feel like we're okay. We can match up with them. They have shooters, then we just got to rebound. So.
Coach, it's always a pleasure watching you and your kids play. Good luck to you tonight.
All right, thanks, sir.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WYK.
Market Street in York is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Snow fun for everyone. Snow tubing, ice skating, and more at Avalanche Express Snow Tubing at Heritage Hills. Now open for the season. Family and individual season passes are on sale, free mini golf, and a value savings card. Day passes, combo passes, and overnight packages are also available. Perfect for a birthday party and social groups. For hours and pricing, visit avalancheexpress.com. That's avalancheexpress.com.
Put your career into high gear at York County School of Technology's CDL training program. Now with a new lower tuition, our program has been serving York County for over 20 weekend classes. Next weekday class starting February 20th and weekend classes starting February 17th. If you want to become a truck driver driving big rigs, York County School of Technology can help put you on the road to success with training in as little as 5 weeks. Visit ytech.edu/adulted.
Your downtown York service center is Guerreri Motors. They specialize in state safety. They feature and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York service center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York service center, Guerreri Motors.
Fight for a parking spot and wander up and Rich and Angel can tell you all about it miles from the overpriced food court. Window World believes there's a big difference between doing things and doing things right. Oh, and that little appointment, those home show guys, hours until you either pay too much for their product or throw them out. Within an hour with zero pressure to buy. Window World on West Market Street in York does their best for every home, every day, not just during home show days. So call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW today.
Window World, simply the best for less.
PA 2358.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. With me now is the Central York Panthers head coach, Kevin Sheeler. Coach, congratulations on getting here again, and talk a little bit about the challenge of playing Northeastern.
It's the most difficult challenge that I've seen to happen in the last 2 years. They're an excellent basketball team. Rizzuto and Mulba do such a great job of running the show and being extensions of Coach Eister on the floor. Those guys are such high IQ basketball players, and then every single one of those sophomores around them just know to listen to them and fall into their roles. A great job of doing all the little things for them, and it just makes them such a tough matchup.
You know, your kids are so disciplined, you really can't, and we say this and everybody says it, you really can't focus on one or two guys because anybody on your team can hurt another team any night. Talk a little bit about, that team effort you guys always get.
It's a big part of our program this year, but the guys have really come together nicely here towards the end of the year, making sure that, it's we over me and making sure we share. And they get excited over it, knowing that anyone can have a big game any night.
It's difficult, though, to have them buy into that mentality.
It is, and I'm lucky to have guys who have been trained to play the right way from such a young age, because we have so many great parents involved in our youth program that take care of that stuff for us.
A couple of keys your kids got to do well, Kevin, to get out of here and win the championship, maybe cutting down some nets.
We got to get back on defense. They're an excellent transition team. They kicked our butts in transition the first time. We got to make sure we get back on defense. They are nonstop relentless on the boards, so we got to make sure we do a good job rebounding. And then last year in this game, we really struggled with their pressure and their harassing of us on defensive end, and hopefully we do a much better job this year.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
We'll be
a chicken pot pie. It might bring back memories in the kitchen with Grandma.
Grandma's the pot pie almost ready?
We're going to Rutter's. For a limited time, VIPs earn triple rewards on all sizes of delicious chicken pot pie. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
At Donegal, we understand the business at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 and Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Accepting golf league season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a two-person couple scrambles league and a two-person men's league.
Team.
Regular season matches begin the week of April 2nd, then continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with a shotgun start. Briarwood Leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East and West. Enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at our well-stocked Discount Pro Shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a tee. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
It's another Olympic year, and Flying Feet Sports Shoes is excited to catch this year's competition. But the team at Flying Feet is more excited about helping Central PA's Olympians in training. Flying Feet has a long track record of outfitting athletes dreaming of competing in, so help your athlete reach their goals. Whether they're striving for gold or just working to stay fit, a winning move is getting started at Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
In York, just off the Mount Rose exit of I-83.
Your day seems to fly by, but with a great cup of Rutter's coffee, you're on your way to conquering your day. With 6 coffee flavors, including our 4 seriously good new blends, you've got this. And we will give our VIPs triple rewards. Rutter's, why go anywhere else for coffee?
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Back here inside the Grumbacher Center, teams warming up Northeastern and Central for the 3rd time this year. And for the 2nd, got Jim Hart, our broadcast presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. Andy, your thoughts? You talk warm-ups going on about 10 minutes away or so. It's going to be a good one.
It is. And can, let's put it this way, can present real serious problems for any basketball team. They have great team speed. They have one of the best shooters we've seen in the area in a long time in Rizzuto. They got a quick point guard that's got great vision that plays from the top of the key. He can do a lot of things. And they got guys in roles that, you know, Nate Wilson and a few others that just can get it done. Now, I think their biggest weakness is when they don't play as a group. Okay, that's their biggest weakness. And against this Central bunch, that's what they have to do. If they do that, this game is pick 'em. Okay? Now, Central, on the other hand, is going to come in here, and I'd be willing to bet my week's salary that you're going to see them play more zone tonight than see more zone tonight. Because it's watch these games. I heard Kevin in the interview. I mean, unless you have an answer for it, I don't know why these kids can't play against the zone, but it really takes them out of their comfort zone, and when you do that, that's advantage Central. So the chess match is on. We'll see.
Penn State York pregame show continues in a moment, and you'll have for the rematch here in the league final. It's presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad.
What kind of money on a transmission?
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Come in and see how it's done.
Here's something everyone needs to think about. Who helps prepare your taxes? Best return on both. Advisory.
Years in the financial system, of course, but then as we look at their sickly impacts, the amount of taxes you pay, and who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992. If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11, and weekends for lunch starting at 11. The Great American Saloon on Dairyland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548.
When it comes to better vision,
one name comes to mind.
I'm Dr. Scott Weaver, owner of Weaver Eye Associates. For over 65 years, my family has been taking care of York County residents, one pair of eyes at a time. Our mission 65 years ago is the same as it is to enthusiastic patients through extraordinary eye care and legendary customer service.
Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing. They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver.
I was looking for a family atmosphere, somebody who would be as welcome and warm and friendly as my previous doctor. And when I came to Weaver, that's what I found.
When it comes to better vision, we want one name to come to mind, and that is Weaver Eye Associates. Our offices are located in East York, West York, and Dallastown. Please visit our Facebook Weaver
Teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, Andy, game time approaching. Penn State York pregame show, Northeastern.
We go for Central York Panthers. One senior guard, number 3, Cade Prabula. A 6-foot junior, number 4, Sair Cornelius. Junior forward, number 5, Braden Ridd. Senior, number 24, Landon Ray. Your opponent tonight, the Northeastern Bobcats, the 1 seed. In his second, a total 7th in his second stint here. So we're going to go 6'3" sophomore guard, number 2, Nate Wilson. Number 11, a 5'11" senior, DJ Hamilton. Number 35, a 6'2" senior, that's Nate Eister. Number 5, a 6'3" senior, do everything, Antonio Rizzuto. And out front, a 5'9" bet me senior, number 1, Fred Superman, Northeastern Panthers. And the referees for tonight's game, we're going to have Gordy Kaufman's in charge, Kevin Lawrence and Scott Long. They're the guys that will be getting screamed at from the opening tip until they...
2,000 people probably.
Absolutely.
Central, a game show. We'll tip it off from the Grumbacher Center coming up next.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946. We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishing.
Come to the Village.
On a huge selection of savings, sofas, sectionals and recliners, dining sets, bedroom furniture, comfy Serta mattresses. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 36-month special for citizens the spin to the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the stop 25th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus, 83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Are you where you want to be in your career? Start training now for your new career in as little as a year in York County School of Technology's Adult and Continuing Education Centers, Medical Billing and Coding, and the new Medical Assistant and Dental Assistant. Tuition rates in the area make your future affordable and secure. Come in for a tour today or visit ytech.edu/adulted. Classes starting February 26th. Financing and financial aid available for eligible programs to those who qualify.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WO.
At the Grumbacher Center, our man on the PA mic, Brian Whistler, going through the announcements here inside at Charles Wolf Gymnasium. Opening tip just a couple of minutes away. We'll hear the intros live here in the gym momentarily, or at least the reactions. And there's a lot of black and orange in the stands tonight.
They travel well, Northeastern. I mean, they announced at the beginning of the season, I think you remember, that you couldn't just walk into their home games. That gym is not real big.
Yeah.
They had advanced ticket sales for pretty much every game. They packed that place up there. They're going to introduce the entire squads from both teams, so we got a couple minutes here.
Yeah. Well, and it's an interesting dynamic, Andy, with Central's been here 5 straight years. They take pride in that, but they also have a little bit of a monkey on their back. And then on the other side, Northeastern's the team that everybody's been gunning.
Before the game, and not in the interview, but he said, Coach, he says, if you remember, 3 years ago, they had a layup out of an inbounds play that would have won the game for them and sent them to the game, and they missed it. And the year before that, they had an opportunity to win it right at the end and missed another shot. So, I mean, it could be their 4th year here. So they've been close twice and then 2 years in a row. I mean, they've been up and coming for quite a few years. They like this big scene. They're showtime.
Last year it was a 62-51 Northeastern win. The year before that, Central bowed to Spring Grove. That was when Darren Gordon was on that team with Eli Brooks. Jared Wagner was on Central's team. The year before that, Central lost to York High. The year before that, they beat York High back in 2014, last time they won it all. And the last time that Central was not here, 2013, York High defeated Southwestern for the 2nd straight year. Remember calling one of those with you?
Yes, absolutely. I've been here a lot of years. I like it here. I can raise this seat up and look like you big guys. And, you know.
You're going to be doing wheelies up and down the
honest to God, this is really
the balcony
this
here.
Is really, really nice. I like this.
Andy's got a chair with wheels and he doesn't know what to do.
Absolutely.
Team for both sides. Central tonight, they'll be in the road black. They're the road team. Northeastern was the top seed throughout the tourney. They're in their home white. The Northeastern student section to our right turning their back on Central as their starters.
I love this. You got to love this stuff. Do they practice?
It's coordinated.
It is. Somebody's got to take charge of all of this. Somebody's chance, I go, wow.
And Northeastern will be introduced next. By the way, Central has not lost since tonight.
Right, and they lost that. They lost that one right at the end too against them. So I mean, and they took that game into the 60s. So it wasn't a low-scoring affair. I mean, 61 points a game or whatever it is. They're about 61 a game, 66 a game now. But you know, they was 67, I believe. 64 was that.
Yeah.
Was that final? So I mean, they can play the up and down game with them. Like I said though earlier, I believe the big floor, Darryl, gives them a little bit of an advantage starting out.
Nate Wilson hit a 3 with 3 seconds left that night. Northeastern Tuesday night when we saw them, they had a 12-0 lead before the opponent gathered itself, and then Kennerdale came back within 1 at one point. We'll listen in now on our national anthem as the intros are complete, getting set for tip.
This thing going.
Our opening tip-off brought to you by WellSpan Sports Medicine. First half is brought to you by Maple Donuts.
This is what you practice for. This is when you step, you work all those hours in the driveway, on the playground, wherever it is you work in the summertime, whatever sport it is, this is where you want to be. Championship time. This is what it's all about. And if you've never felt this as a player or a coach, man, I'll tell you what, it's awesome.
Place is packed as expected. Central out in the road black with the orange numbers. They wait for Northeastern to break their huddle, and here come the Bobcats as they greet one another. A lot of respect between these two rivals. And it'll be Richard against Rizzuto. Two number 5s at midcourt to jump it up. Here we go. It's up. And on the second effort, Richard sends it back to Ray, and off we go. Central to our first possession. Here's Richard left side. Out front, Cornelius. Now Richard with it again. And to the top for Ray. He can light it up from deep. One thing about Central, here's Cornelius driving and lays it in, 2-0.
And Cornelius got that. That's a lot of space on his floor.
Got to say, one thing about Central, could be a different leading scorer any night. Now Northeastern's first possession. Here's DJ Hamilton out deep along the volleyball line. Rizzuto left side Eister. And back to Fred Mulba, matched up on Markey. Now left side Rizzuto working toward the baseline, sends it back. Mulba with it, off to Eister, popping out high. He'll leave it for Nate Wilson. Now back around it goes. Mulba on the left. Mulba penetrates, throws it across. Wilson will reverse it back up top. Now around to Rizzuto, left side drive, right hand finger roll, up and good, tied at 2.
And you can see what Nate Eister did now for Rizzuto. He backed somebody right out of the way so Rizzuto could get that opening.
Cornelius, some nifty dribbling going. They work it to Ray, right wing. Central does. Now back around to Sayer, deep left. Top of the arc, Ray, and Mulba's got the matchup there. Right side, Markey, now to the top for Prebula. Dished it back, it's Ray again. And he'll back it out, stretch it a little bit. Right side, Richard to the baseline, Markey. Tees up a corner three and got it. 5-2 Central.
Garrett likes that corner. He likes the corner baseline.
Mulba to answer, and that one front rimming off. Rebound, Prebula.
Like that rim, Mike.
Here he comes down the lane, scoops it to the left of the rim, and a blocking foul called.
Wow.
Pretty good collision underneath. It'll be 2 at the line for Prebula. Central, the early edge. How do you like that rim, Mike?
I like that rim, Mike. That's the first time in the 10 years I've been with you guys. Budget must be going through the roof.
Don't ask for it every night. First free throw, good for Prebula.
Prebula saw the split in the defense right there. Turned his shoulder, snuck through.
Now one more up and knocks it down. Prebula hits both. 7-2 Central. And Northeastern back to our left with it. As Prebula went for a steal, Mulba fell down and lost it. Prebula scoops, takes it in, layup off the backboard and the rim, and the putback, that fell off for Richard. And Wilson digs it out for Northeastern. Mulba went for the chase down. Here's Wilson driving and a foul whistled. Now going back to the previous play, Andy, did Mulba slap the glass?
Yes.
Got away with it?
Yes. He slapped the glass, and I don't know if that affected, you know what I mean? I guess it moves the rim. You know what I mean? I never played the game up there, so I wouldn't know. But who was the foul on?
Richard. And Wilson's first free throw is in. It ends a 5-0 Central spurt. Wilson another one up. And that one all nylon at 7-4 Central. 5.5 to go here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers set up to our right. Here's Prebula with it, top of the arc. Over right hand layup is good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he hasn't done that in a while. The big floor, and they got great spacing offensively.
9-4 Central. Now the Bobcats setting up. Here's Rizzuto to Hamilton, deep right. Hamilton the crossover into the lane, ripped out. Mulba reaching to save it and does. Richard nearly plucked one. Now Mulba inching ahead, trying to break down Prebula on the dribble. Hits a three from the G in your cup. Good night.
Steph Curry doesn't shoot him from that distance. Wow.
Now Central with it. Here's Prebula wide left. Around the arc it goes. Cornelius right side pull up. And off the back of the rim, Rizzuto brings it down.
You could call that a step back three, but if he stepped back any farther, he'd have been in Coach Kesey's lap.
Off to Fred Mulba, and he will launch from out top. Back rimmed it, and the rebound spiked to the floor. Karam's out long on the bounce, and rolled ahead. Here goes Richard. He'll lay in two. Wow. From Markey, the ball rolled Central's way, and they're up 11-7.
It almost looks like they're playing a little passive man.
Mulba kick out three. Wilson short from the left corner. Rebound to Markey.
He said the rebounding was important for his boys tonight, Eister.
And Ray driving, and it was just knocked loose. That forced a miss on the layup. Recovered it, but couldn't tuck it in. Here's Eister into the lane and ripped away. Markey the read.
They got numbers.
He's got it. 3-on-2. Off to Cornelius. Left side three off the iron, and Malba brings it down. Now Northeastern looking to counter. Malba off to Rizzuto. Three. That missed on the right wing. And
shoots it in rhythm on a break like that. He loves that three.
11-7 Central. Here's Prebula with it off to Cornelius right side. Rizzuto out defending, and Sayer will back it up. Now right wing Markey, back up top Richards, starts in. Popped it back to Cornelius. His foul line jumper rims off.
They run that 5-out motion. They got a lot of space in that offense.
Malba had the board. He'll set him up. Still with the dribble between the legs. Now starts in, kicks, three. Hamilton airballed it right side. Wilson, Markey the catch underneath.
Pace favoring Northeastern right now, I would think. They want to get up and down quick.
Off to Richard, top of the arc against Eister. And he'll flip it Ray's way. Pull up Jay, no good. Mid-range, Rizzuto tips the board to Wilson.
Tell you, Rizzuto does a lot of rebounding for a guy that does a lot of scoring also.
Lengthy guard. Hamilton setting up shop now. Left side Rizzuto to Malba. And holding, looking inside. And he'll back it up a step. Now a high screen from Eister. Ray came under it to pick up Malba, and a foul whistle. Malba on the drive. And that's going to be on the shot.
Yep. No, I disagree with that, but yes, that's what it was on. On Landon Ray, that's his first, team second. Malba's got it. If he doesn't have the quickest first step in the league, it's got to be in the top two.
Here's his first, and that's up and in. 11-8. Had a tough night at the line Tuesday. The whole team did.
I didn't say a word.
No, that'll.
I was just about to say something, then I said, no, don't do that. I'll wait.
Malba, deep breath, second is good.
Yeah, the other night it was like nobody could buy one,
11-9 Central. Down to a minute 45 left in the quarter. Cornelius drive, whipped it off, and a jumper banked in by Richard just right of the lane.
That's a nice look, something they wanted.
Now Malba on the drive, hangs, running layup is good. 13-11 Central.
You cannot stop that.
Fred had 22 and 21 in the two regular season meetings. 25 Tuesday night. Here's a drive. Markey draws the foul. Went right into a wall of Northeastern defenders. And Garrett Markey with two coming up. Clay Malba, who had just come in. Markey at the line. First is good in front of the Northeastern student section, trying to disrupt him.
And they can disrupt you. That's a serious section right there.
You can follow them on Twitter. They call themselves the Cat Den.
Oh, yeah?
They have an account.
Oh.
Second one rims up and drops in for Markey. It's 15-11 Central.
No mistakes in this game. One or two turnovers, that's all.
Minute 10 left here in the first quarter. Andrew Broadbeck is in. Oh, and Markey down the floor, lays it in. 17-11 Central. Markey with 7. Here's Rizzuto starting in, kicks it. And around the arc to Malba, top of the arc. Puts it on the deck, fakes in the lane, kicks it left side to Quay. He'll start in and dish it off. Wilson now back to Malba. 40 seconds left in the quarter.
Showing a little patience.
Northeastern down 6.
Little 1-4 high here.
Malba right wing starts in, and a foul on the floor before the layup. Put his head down and drove in toward the right baseline. That'll be on Cornelius, right. His first, team's third.
You can almost not get that foul drawn. So quick to get by you that if you try then to move with him, you want to foul him.
Malba snaps it up top, deep three. Rizzuto had it hit rim glass, and it's rebounded by Markey. Quay Mulba took it away from behind. Loose ball, though, to Cornelius. 15 seconds left. Bryce Bender is in, bringing it up. Now to Cornelius. Down the lane. His kick out intercepted.
Oh, no, here it comes.
Rizzuto off to Mulba. Down the floor. Lays it in. 4 seconds left. Ahead to Cornelius. He will let it fly from deep, and it's off the glass in the first quarter over. Second quarter is next here in the Boys Championship, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on WOYK.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Get your team parties started with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Pick up party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. Get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet rising crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Sprout.
Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
17-13 Central. Northeastern a late bucket to end the first. They will start the second with it.
2-3 zone by Central.
Northeastern to our left with the ball. And here's Rizzuto left corner. And bounces it down to Quay Mulba, working baseline across to Fred on the pass. They whip it around. Rizzuto left side pull-up. Baseline jumper, knocks it down. 17-15.
When he gets that time to be able to relax in the air with that shot and concentrate on it, it's almost...
Now the Bobcats to Markey. A three, it's good. Garrett Markey from out front. 20-15 Central.
That's his second in the game.
He's got 10 points, 4 boards already. Now Northeastern back to work.
So you got to go odd man front against this 2-3 zone. And that's what Fred set him up.
This is the one in the post.
And he should touch the ball.
Now timeout,
right.
Northeastern.
John Eister does not like the way they attack it. They're not doing what he wants.
30-second timeout will stay here. It's brought to you by Fink's Garage. And it's simple as that, pretty quick. He didn't like the way it was moving. Spend it now.
Exactly. And you know, he said to me before the game that the other night he worked on it in the quarterfinal game that we did. It's just the fact that sometimes they don't want to move the ball the way he wants it moved. Okay? You got a 2-3 zone, it should be 3 guys or at least tack it with an odd man front. With this bunch, though, I don't understand why don't they attack the gaps with the dribble. They're such great ball handlers.
And Northeastern will look to regroup after talking it over. 6:38 left in the half, 20-15 Central. Here's Rizzuto with it, left side. Back to Hamilton. Now over to Wilson, deep right to Hamilton at point. Left side, Rizzuto, another lengthy three rimming off. And it's grabbed by Prebula.
He's strong in there. Mulba wanted to take that away. He wasn't getting it.
It went right into the hands of Nate Wilson. I believe Mulba's the one that had the tip. And now Northeastern will set up. Still down 5. Central still in zone.
And there it is. And he should square up. When he touches it, he should square and look at the basket.
Sanderson, high post here. They give it to him again. Now to Wilson, right baseline, Jay. Glanced off the glass, then the rim, and Prebula toes the baseline to grab the rebound.
And he slows it down. They don't have the numbers. Coach wants 50, whatever that is. Let's see what 50 means.
Here's Prebula, left baseline drive, stops underneath, pivots back, fades, and it bounces up and in.
I'm not sure he was going to get that one to fall.
22-15 Central. On top by 7, and Mulba bumped into by Cornelius trying to stay in front of Fred's drive. That's a foul. Oh, that's his second.
That is his second, and really I thought Mulder should have got that. He extended the forearm. I didn't think we were allowed to do that, but
Cornelius is out. Larry Hunt is in. Landon Ray back in. Northeastern setting up. Skip pass across Mulba. Top of the arc, Hamilton. Bounced it back to Mulba, right wing. Hamilton bounced to left side, Wilson. He'll hand to Rizzuto. Back to Wilson to the baseline. Back to Rizzuto. Fakes, now sets up Wilson. A three. Left corner was short. And Larry Hunt twists away with it. Fires it down the floor. Richard running the length. Missed the layup. Tipped in. Bryce Bender on the follow. And a timeout. Central up 9, their biggest lead of the night.
Unbelievable follow that time by Richard on the miss. He just come running, streaking down the middle of the lane.
4:43 left in the half. Central up 24-15. Timeout brought to you by Fink's Garage.
So you're dialing an 800 number to see if you can save money on car insurance. That's fine, but try asking where you're calling.
So anyway, where am I calling?
San Antonio, Texas.
Bahama.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto insurance through your local Donegal agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every step of the insurance process. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Cooking, Andy.
Absolutely. They went to the 2-3 zone and kind of takes them right out of their offensive rhythm. I don't understand what the kind of basketball players that the North.
Down 9, Northeastern is. Here's Hamilton left wing, feeding Rizzuto, posting, shoveled it back to DJ. Taking a look at it, and now back to Mulba. Patiently, here's Hamilton, Wilson, over inside. Now left side Rizzuto, down to Mulba, flashing under. Back to Rizzuto, a three, got it from the left corner, 24-18.
And that's how you beat the 2-3. Get it inside to Mulba, they collapse on him, and he kicks it to the shooter.
6-point game. Central setting up. Bender had the great tip a moment ago. Right corner with it. Off the bench at forward. Knocked loose by Mulba, but right to Prebula. Skip across Ray. A three. Drains it from the left corner. Great find from Prebula. And Central answers right back.
Northeastern almost got a hand on the cross court to the weak side, but Ray just shot it in rhythm.
That's his first score of the night. Here's Mulba driving, wrap around left corner. Wilson back to Hamilton, reversing it. Hands to Rizzuto, another one! He cans back-to-back threes, and Rizzuto heating up.
Let me tell you what, if he can keep doing that, it's almost, you don't have to play mistake-free basketball.
27-21 Central. Hunt slip, but got the pass away. And here's Ray with it. Out above the arc left corner, Prebula a three. And it glances up against the shot clock. Out of bounds to Northeastern.
Yeah. Even though Rizzuto's had the last 2 threes in the last 2 possessions, they finally worked it against his zone to get him wide open. So the ball touched baseline, then kicked back out when they collapsed on him.
And Mulba will stroll it ahead. Down 6, Northeastern is. And here's Quay Mulba, left side of the arc to Fred up top. Back to Quay, back to Fred at the top. He'll launch. And a three, off the mark. Rebound, Rizzuto. Lunging in, missed the putback. Rips it down. Another effort, draws a foul. And Rizzuto going to the line for 2.
And that's, kid can put 20, 22, 26, 29 in the basket, but he's down there working hard on the offensive glass. And I mean working hard.
It's his 4th rebound tonight. 13 points. First is up and knocks it down. Rizzuto was held to 10 in the first meeting with Central, but 33 the other time they played.
When he's stroking it, nobody in the county can shoot like him.
And his second straight in. 27-23, Northeastern back within 4.
Now here comes the pressure. Let's see if they can handle it. Token press.
2.5 left in the half. Central ahead, they handle it, they'll set up. Here's Hunt with it. Off to Ray, now over to Richard, left side of the arc. Back between the circles, Ray, they'll work it to the right. Hunt with it. Now to Markey there, give and go. Hunt down the lane, laid it up, high off the glass, and it popped out.
Nice back cut.
Northeastern the other way, Malba coast to coast. He lays it up short with Bender back to disturb it. Now Central looks to counter. Ray will kick. Hunt right side. Feeds Ray for a 3, falling down, and it wouldn't go, and Quay Malba secures it.
Wow. Fast-paced action up and down. Now the zone sets. Here we go.
Here's Malba with it. High screen. He guns one down low. It was tipped into the front row. I believe it was Richard who got a fingertip on it. Still Northeastern ball.
Gordy Kaufman talking about the kid that caught that bullet.
That had some heat on it.
Yes, it did.
Malba baseline, inbound pass, batted by Markey. Right back against the baseline, and we'll do it again.
They're looking for Rizzuto coming down the lane. Let's see if they screen. Nope.
Lines to Malba, they'll let him work from there. Minute 30 left in the half. Floats it over to Wilson, left wing. Down to Quay Malba. Hop steps in. Fakes, lays it up and good. It's a 2-point game.
Quay Malba with a nice move that time on the baseline against that back 3 of the zone.
27-25. Now Central setting up. A minute 15 left in the half. Here's Bender out front. Hands off to Richard. Eister stepped out on him. We have a foul on the perimeter. Only Northeastern's third.
It's unbelievable that you can play straight man-to-man defense and only have 3 fouls in almost 15 minutes of play. That's because their position is so good defensively they don't have to reach around for it.
Central inbounding to the backcourt. Markey brings it back across. Now right side for Ray. Top of the arc, Prebula. Last minute of play. Left side, Markey driving. A runner rolls in and a foul. Striding down the lane. And a little off balance, little mid-step. Bobcats wanted to travel, but Central back up 4.
Foul is on Wilson.
Markey with the free throw, and it's good. 3-point play. He's an 89% foul shooter. 30-25 Central, 50 seconds left in the half. Here's Malba with it, ducks in, whips it in, down low to Quay, he lays it in, 30-27.
They figured it out the last couple of possessions, how to break down that 2-3.
And it's Quay benefiting underneath. 35 seconds left. Prebula will back it out a bit. Hands off to Ray. Now Bender out above the arc. Richard will pop out. Over to the right side. Ray had to run to it with Malba closing. Right wing Bender shovels off to Prebula. 17 seconds. Prebula backs up. And a timeout. Coach Sheeler. 13.5 left. Central 30. Northeastern 27. Timeout brought to you by Fink's Garage, another 30. So we'll stay right here.
So we got a basketball game.
We sure do.
They figured it out the last couple of times down. It should be a little scary. Okay, they got Quay Malba in the back of the zone. Great vision by his brother at the top of the key to fire that bullet down there. You had Rizzuto. Again, getting it into Malba. Fred Malba gets down low on the baseline, right on the lane line. Defense collapse, kicks to Rizzuto. He's wide open, buries the triple. So they're figuring it out.
Now Central using one to draw up this last attempt. They're up 3, trying to extend it before the half. 13.5.
I mean, I had a 9-point lead, so since that...
Here's Richard around it to Markey, left wing. We're at 5, and alley-oop lob hit the rim. Eister's got it ahead to Hamilton on the foul, but it's only their 6th. On Central, Markey bumped into Hamilton on the sideline and stops play with 0.7 of a second left. Well, Northeastern was ready for the lob. It also wasn't high enough. It hit the rim.
Okay, so Quay to Fred at the rim, or what?
Ahead at half court, Rizzuto lets it go. He makes it in! Are you kidding me?
No! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Rizzuto running towards the inbounder, catches it in your, whatever that is, the York Spartan Center, and launches it from half court. Wow! I'm not sure unless we put him in the hallway. That's 3 in this quarter, 4 for the half. All right?
Man,
wow.
Having himself a night on the biggest of stages. Tied at 30 at the half as a result. Flying Feet halftime show is coming up next. Northeastern and Central tied at 30 on the buzzer beater from Antonio Rizzuto. Back in a moment.
'Tis the season for dead car batteries, leaky engine cooling systems, poor heat, streaky windshield wipers, and poor tire traction. Are you ready? At Fink's Garage, we'll help you be ready for the season. Do you enjoy winter sports? Indoor or outdoor? You depend on your vehicle to get you there, right? Well, you can also depend on Fink's Garage to take care of your vehicle so you can enjoy all of your winter activities. Call Fink's Garage at 717-854-5175. That's 854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Applies in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York service center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York service center. Guerreri Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features fresh seafood, steaks, ribs, pasta dishes, and much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11, and weekends for lunch. Starland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548.
Spring might be right around the corner, but we still have need to stock up on winter weather gear. Stop by the Winter Blowout Sale at Flying Feet Sports Shoes. Save on clothing styles from premier brands. Get 50% off discontinued styles from Brooks, Heinz, InSport, Under Armour, BOA, Mizuno, and more. Choose from a variety of running type pants, long sleeve shirts, and jackets for both men and women. Flying Feet Sports Shoes off the Mount Rose exit of I-83 in York.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Flying Feet halftime show is upon us. We're tied at 30 thanks to that. First of all, Andy, end of half momentum and a shot like that.
Oh, I'm telling you what, they were down 9 and not looking good against the zone. I mean, Eister wasted a full timeout to square it away. And square it away he did, because from that timeout on, they collapsed the 9-point lead. Okay, they make a steal right there on when all the Panthers had to do was get the ball up the floor, but against their pressure, you can't go to sleep against this team. And then to be able to inbound it and have a kid like Rizzuto that can just court line.
And it looked very...
That was a shot. You're talking about range? Wow, that's 48 feet.
Well, we're tied at 30. You have the stats.
I got them, and they're right on again. I can't believe myself here, but all right. For Central York, threes, 2 deuces, 3 for 3 from the line. He leads all Central scorers with 13 points. Cade Pabrola is 2 for 2 from the line, 1 field goal, 4 points. Zaire Cornelius, he had that drive early. He has 2. Braden Richards, 3 field goals in the first quarter. He has 6. Landon Ray buried a 3 in the second quarter. He has 3, and Price Bender has a field goal in the second quarter. He has 2. Central had 17 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter, and did not miss. They were a perfect 5 for 5 from the line, okay? Northeastern, 4 players scored for them. Fred Mulba, 2 short field goals, 2 of 2 from the line, he has 6. Nate Wilson, 2 of 2 from the line, he has 2. Quay Mulba, 2 short field goals, 4 points. Antonio Rizzuto, 2 short, 4 threes, 2 for 2 from the line. He has 18 to lead all scorers. They were a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. They scored 13 points in the first quarter and 17 points in the second quarter. So if it gets any evener than this, any more even, I'm not even sure evener's a word. Oh, my wife's not listening. You come and try to do this, everything would be hunky-dory. That's the last one I got.
Oh, perfect. Work that in. We're tied at 30 at the half. This has been the Flying Feet halftime show. What might we be in store for? Second half is next in the Boys League final here on WOYK, presented by Wellspan Central. Second half coming up next.
If you're a high school junior or senior, Phillips State, don't miss this special event at Penn State York. Learn about students and investigate financial aid options. Tour our lovely campus, including the recently renovated and expanded Joe and Rosie Rural Student Community Center. Explore the 10 four-year degree programs that can be completed at Penn State York, or spend 2 years at the York campus, then move to University Park to finish one of more than 160 Penn State majors available through the 2+2 program. Visit york.psu.edu to register, or call 717-771-4040. Calling all runners. Get to the green and run/walk is guaranteed to bring out the Irish festive green garb as dreams. All 5K participants receive an event t-shirt. Admission to the Get to the Greens after party at Knickers Pub from 4:30 to 5:30, which features a complimentary Irish buffet, green beer and festive cocktails, swag bags, and more. Prizes will be awarded for the top finishers and best Irish costumes. Register online at heritagehillsathleticclub.com.
Burgers Appliance in South York is to years. You get it all. Maytag and KitchenAid, plus huge service after the sale. That's why Romburgers was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County, associated with the Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need, and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romburgers sells it, Romburgers in customer service, 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romburgers Appliances first, your one-stop low overhead store where big savings are to be had every time. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for the way it's made.
So you hop in your car one morning to leave for work, and your car has a message. And after a long sigh, in Manchester, it's only about 3.5 miles from in value too. Next thing you know, you're pulling out of your driveway in a new car, and there's a knock on your window. Where'd you get that car? Your neighbor says. Bayshore and Kohler Ford. You tell him, I didn't know you were a Bayshore and Kohler guy. He says. You look around at the interior of your new ride, you look at yourself in the rearview mirror, and you look at your neighbor and say, I am now. I am now.
Bayshore and Kohler, get more at Bayshore.
Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. Because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive. The average price $6 to $8. You also have to pay sales tax, hosting fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough.
Final here on WOYK, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. We saw 16 minutes. What are you going to be looking for early in the second half?
You know what? You don't have to. Either team right now doesn't have to change a thing. The team that wins this game is going to be the team that makes the fewest mistakes. Easier said than done against these defenses. But that's that turnover, trying to do maybe too much, maybe more than you're supposed to be doing. Make the extra pass. Look for the good open shot, the one that's in your range. Of course, with Rizzuto, his range is anything within the confines of the floor. But other than that, I don't think either team's going. I think you're going to see the zone out of Central. They may start in man, but they'll go zone again. And I'll tell you, Heister's kids got to be feeling good about themselves. Starting this third quarter, 15 points, they were stuck on it. They got to 24-15, and then all of a sudden, boom, they go on a 15-6 run to finish the half. So
I sort of forgot our neighborhood Sure Save Markets coach's pep talk. I guess that was it.
That was it.
Okay.
That's as good as you get.
So start with it as they go to our left. And here's Ray up top. A three rattles out. Rebound to Rizzuto. His fifth board. Go along with the game-high 18 points.
Now you want to talk about momentum. If they can bury a shot here to take the lead, he walked.
Fred Mulba trying to shake on his defender. Right back to center.
That might have given him that much more momentum after the tie, the tie right at the half.
And half a minute into the second half, Central setting up. Here's Richard left side to Ray. Mulba will get out and pressure him a bit. He's a shooter. Now Cornelius off to Pregame. Right side to Ray. Northeastern man-to-man. Here's Ray into the lane, down the lane, left-hand layup. Huge collision with Rizzuto. No foul, and Central strikes first.
Wow, that was just, he came around. He had the cut, but he took some real body contact there.
32-30 Central. Ray now with 5. He had 10 and 20 in the two previous meetings. Here's Hamilton whipping it out right side, Mulba. Screen set. Mulba still dribbling on Cornelius into the lane. He dishes down low, and Rizzuto spiked from behind by Garrett Markey. Swats it away. The two exchange 5, the AAU teammates.
Yeah, and that's...
And it's back to Fred on the right side. They're fronting Rizzuto in the post with Cornelius. Northeastern will keep it on the perimeter instead. Here's Mulba with a crossover. Starts in. Backhanded off to Rizzuto, right wing. Hands off to Mulba. And Mulba now spinning inside. Got tripped up. Got the pass away. Eister off to Rizzuto. A 3. Rim, glass, rebound. Now Markey up the floor. He's got 13 and 5, and we have a whistle and a hand check for a blocking foul on Northeastern on Eister.
Right. And again, speed kills for both teams.
It's Eister's second. First of the half on either side. Inbound to Ray. Jumper got it. Mid-range left on the cut to the inbound pass.
And he's got 4 in this quarter.
34-30 Central. Ray with 7 and a lob deep. Rizzuto somehow reached it to save in, but right to Cornelius. Trying to lead him in the post a bit too far. Saved it in, but right to the opposition. Here's Sayer driving, kicking. Pregame waits, lines up, and he hits.
You cannot leave him wide open like that. He can.
A long 2 from the right corner, 36-30. And now Northeastern with it down 6. Rizzuto at 3, left corner, and good on the kick out from Mulba.
And that's where he lives. I'm telling you what, that's his 5th 3 of the game. Here comes that trap.
And a travel called. Cornelius was caught in front of the table. Walk.
This year against Mechanicsburg in the Giants Center in the District 3 championship game. That half-court trap right there as you cross the line. You've got to get the ball to the middle of the floor.
Both of these teams so used to the spotlight of the big game. Here's Mulba picking up a loose ball. Spots Wilson, a 3. He got it from the left corner. Back-to-back 3s, and Northeastern has tied it just like that.
Wow.
Mulba's 4th assist. We're tied at 36. Timeout Central. 4:51 to go in the third. It'll be a 30, so we'll stay. It is brought to you by Fink's Garage and Northeastern, Andy. They're down 6. They've been playing uphill all night. Back-to-back 3s and right back even.
And again, there's something about that left baseline 3. They love it over there. I remember the Dallastown game that I did with Ray. Rizzuto had 7 of them that game in the first half from that piece of real estate right there. That you cannot give him.
He is averaging 3.5 threes per game, just an enormous number.
Well, he's already working on the second game right now. So he's got 5 of them in the game.
Led the league in threes for the second straight year.
Shot some ridiculous percentage. Is his percentage 50 plus?
Yeah, earlier this year it was pushing 60.
60. It was 60.
A Central timeout. Markey will flash high and take it. ISO'd against Rizzuto. Goes left wing, Prebula. 3, and he knocks it down. Prebula rattles it in. Central back up.
And that's his second one in this quarter.
39-36. Now Northeastern with it, Rizzuto, and allowed Richard to close out. He'll drive instead. A floater off the back of the rim. Rebound tip. Mulba came away with it himself.
Good hands that time by Fred out to get that rebound.
Now he'll patiently set it up. Eister a high screen. Mulba will pull the trigger. A long 2, back rim rebound, Rizzuto. And he dribbles out, pass off the hand of Wilson, but Hamilton at midcourt to save it. Here's Mulba probing down the lane on a hop step. Fake the dish off, pivots back and shoots it in. 39-38.
That was a Superman move. He stepped towards the student section and came right back.
Now wide open, Markey, a 3 left corner, rims out. Rebound Hamilton.
No numbers.
And he'll settle it, hands off to Mulba. Northeastern down a point with the ball. 3.5 left in the third, they'll set up. Hamilton at point. I think he's enjoying his senior year back with Northeastern.
He doesn't have a point in the game, though, and he's fine with that.
Here's Mulba, 3, miss left wing. He'll follow it. Got his own miss. Right hand layup was short on the reverse, and Markey will clear it.
Little scoop reverse, and he didn't get it to go. Here come, they want to trap, but Prebula handling the ball well here.
Hamilton up on his hip. Prebula will tap it back for Ray. As they get it lined up, 5 out at the moment. Ray will cut down low. They go to Prebula left corner. Richard hovering to screen. Prebula will drive it, flips it up, and missed the rim in traffic. Wilson with the board.
He did a great job of getting the ball to the rim.
Now Northeastern, Rizzuto left side. It's for 3, and he scratched the rim long.
And see that in that position, that's not the shot Eister wanted. The quick 3.
Here goes Markey, driving runner, draws a foul as he got way deep, was out of real estate, but got the foul call.
Nate Wilson. Yep. That's 2 on him.
Panthers huddle up briefly. Markey waiting at the line to shoot. He had been held to 10-4 in the first 2 league playoff games, but 13 tonight. First one up, and a little long. Rare miss for him.
The first missed free throw in the game by either team.
Is that a product of having been on the big stages before?
I think so. And also the product of really working on your game in the off season. You know what I mean? Wow, he misses them both.
Oh, uncharacteristic.
Yes.
It rattled in and out. Northeastern with it, still down a point. To Wilson. Now they go high post, Eister over to Rizzuto on the right, to Quay in the corner. They'll play out to Rizzuto. He hits again. Right corner 3, and Northeastern in front, 41-39.
And on his next 3, he'll be working on his 3rd game. Okay?
Unreal. Here's Ray penetrating, went to the left hand, takes a spill, and a foul whistled.
Wow.
Rizzuto up to 24 with that 3 that gave him the lead. And now Ray trying to answer from the stripe. First is in a row at the line.
For Central.
Foul was Quay Mulba's second. One more for Ray. And that one bounced off the front. Rebound Rizzuto. And Northeastern will move up with a 2-point lead. Minute 30 left in the third.
They went back to man.
Here's Wilson eyeing it up. Eister up the sideline to help. Now back to Fred, pressured, and a bump committed by Cornelius out near midcourt, his third.
That's got to be 3,
It's the first on.
You shouldn't be doing that. He's out near half court. He's trying to get the steal.
Rizzuto fires it down to Quay on the cut. Fake, steps in, lays it in, and Northeastern up 4.
But I tell you what, 2 shot fakes, I don't think we've seen 2 shot fakes all year, okay, to get them guys up in the air and then make it.
Brilliantly done, 43-39. And it was Rizzuto from the left corner with the pass. Here's a drive and a foul. Richard put it on the floor, and Eister got it.
Right, that's going to be 3 on him.
So he's the first Bobcat with 3. And Bryce Bender in for Central. DJ Hamilton will come rescue Eister. Northeastern goes small here.
Well, I'm not sure. We need to talk about that statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's relative.
Yeah. Here's Markey pressured. Ball knocked loose to the floor.
Whoa.
A little bit of shoving afterward. Quay Malba and Bryce Bender involved. Markey was still seated. They wait to hear what the call is. Northeastern's players are clapping. And it's going to be on Bryce Bender, called for the hold.
That's his first.
Wrestling match for the ball developed. 47 seconds left. Northeastern ball now.
Big possession right here, Darryl. Big possession. Hold for the last shot. Bury something.
Sting down the lane. Northeastern up 6.
Or just go down the lane to the glass.
Couple of crossovers and boom, he was gone. 45-39. 20 seconds left.
Look at this defense by Rizzuto.
Rizzuto hounding Markey, got tripped up. Hamilton reached in.
Right.
Markey helped up by Wilson. It was Rizzuto with his second.
Okay.
18.2 left. Hunt baseline will inbound. And into Pregame left wing. And he'll dribble it away. Down 6, but last shot is the call. And Pregame starts ahead. He'll launch. A 3 rimmed off. Wilson grappling for the board. He's got it. Grabs it at half court. Fourth quarter. Northeastern has gone in front. 45-39 here in the Boys League Final on WYAIA, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishing.
Comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Sofas, sectionals and recliners, dining sets, bedroom furniture, comfy Serta mattresses. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 36-month special financing. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time to act is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the stock. Hurry, sale ends Sunday, February 25th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale. Going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Start of the fourth, 45-39, Northeastern leads Central, and nice little surge from the Bobcats to take control, Andy.
Yeah, Nate Eister's on his knees, and I can tell you what he's preaching to him right now. He wants them to take good shots. When they take good shots, he said to me all year long, Coach, when we shoot good shots, our shots, they don't have to force anything capable of. Stay within yourself. Central, on the other hand, they're going to have to get, you know what I mean, tighten it up a little bit and get, I think Pregame got to continue to score for them.
Here's Malba with it, off to Wilson, cutting in and blocked by Bender at the backboard. Sent on Quay Malba as Pregame was trying to scamper up court.
That's 3 on Quay, at least that's the way I got it.
Yep. Me too. The Central ball. That is the 6th on Northeastern, though, as a team.
And that's going to be, that'll be interesting coming down a stretch. Let's see what Schiller does with that.
Down to 7:35 in regulation. Pass intercepted. Malba down the floor. Off to Rizzuto. That's the layup. Trying to lob it to him, and Rizzuto, a little mishandle, had to just slightly reach back. Central dodges a bullet. Pregame across to Salter, a 3, it's good! Alex Salter in off the bench, a left wing 3, it's a 3-point game.
Nice find that time by Pregame looking cross court.
45-42.
You got to give him help.
And down low, Wilson on the cut, lays it in. Fred Mulba with his 5th assist of the night. Northeastern up 5, 47.
Down there on the baseline.
Now Cornelius drives in and scores right past his man, 47-44.
Great position with the ball to keep it protected, driving through 2 men. Both teams right at the top of their games right now.
Here goes Hamilton all the way in. Oh, big hack as he hits the deck. Foul called on Richard. Hamilton started that drive from almost mid-court and got all the way in.
Richard's second. These could be DJ's first points of the game.
And he's ready, spins it, first one up, and back rimmed it.
What happened from the first half to the second half in free throw shooting? We're 0 for 5, both teams down the second half.
Maybe we talked about how good they were.
Is that what the issue was? I knew somebody was going to blame it.
I'll take some blame too.
Hey.
Hamilton with one more, and that one all net. Now his first 44 Northeastern, 6:25 to go. Here's Cornelius up top, head fake, drives it in, hangs, forces it up, missed and got it back. Out to Salter, a 3 left corner wouldn't go. Rebound tip to Malba. Salter trying to make it 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Northeastern move, kicks it out. Wilson, 3, got it from the left corner. 51-44 Northeastern. Malba's 6th assist, and Wilson with 10.
Unbelievable that you can do that. It looks like the Golden State Warriors sometimes.
51-44, 5:44 left. Central with it. Cornelius with the ball over to Salter. Back to Cornelius up top, and his 3 is good.
This is getting crazy now.
Timeout Central after the make. It's 51-47, 31 to go. Central down 4 in the Boys League Final. Timeout brought to you by Fink's Garage.
Put your career into high gear at York County School of Technology's CDL training program. Now with a new lower tuition, our program has been serving York County for over 25 years. Pursue a career in the truck driving industry. We offer frequent weekday and weekend classes. Next weekday class starting February 20th and weekend classes starting February 17th. If you want to become a truck driver driving big rigs, York County School of Technology can help put you on the road to success with training in as little as 5 weeks. Visit ytech.edu/adult-ed.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Game developing, 51-47 Northeastern with 5:31 left. It's been fun, Andy. Who knows what we might be in store for?
Absolutely. Kind of reminds me Eagles New England, man. Just toe, you know what I mean? Toe-to-toe throwing haymakers.
You got a great jacket on, by the way, again.
Thank you very much.
Is that your WOYK fleece?
That's exactly what it is. If that's what that bird means on there, yeah. Okay? But no, each team just, you know what I mean, running their stuff. Nobody's forcing nothing. Guys shooting stuff in rhythm. But when you got guys, you know, great cuts for Northeastern against that man defense with Nate Wilson coming back door when the help goes to Mulba. It's so difficult, you know, to know when to stay, when to go.
Cut to 4 on that drive. It's in, but a foul on the floor. No shot. 51-47 Northeastern. 5:21 left. Foul goes on Perbula.
It's his first.
That is the team's 4th. Alex Salter out, Landon Ray back. Malba inbounds, leading Rizzuto up top. He'll shoot and way short on a long 2. Clay Malba read it and kept it in. Here's Fred Malba navigating underneath.
Goodness.
He found daylight somehow and lays it in.
That 30-second timeout by John Eister, but that's unbelievable that he was able to find even. They like to keep the ball in bounds, let alone square his shoulders.
Wow. 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you. 5:09 to go. 53-47 Northeastern.
You know, it's amazing the skill sets on some of these kids, but, you know, we're going to miss. Carson Dayton may have something to say about that, but I'll tell you what, Mulva's got moves that he's just so quick.
Yeah. That right there, I mean, he's boxed in.
Right.
And somehow spun out of it.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how he found the room to even plant his feet.
There's Central down 6. They are the ones battling uphill now as we come down on 5 minutes left. Panthers bring it up.
These are all big possessions for Central right now.
There's Cornelius out top. Bounced it to Ray right side.
1-3-1 zone right now.
And knocked loose by Hamilton. Ray snatched it back. He's trapped on the sideline. Jump ball the call, and Northeastern's going to have it. I don't know if Kevin Sheeler was trying to get a timeout in, and the officials will get together.
I'll tell you, Nate Eister will lose his mind if they give Sheeler a timeout. Nope.
Getting tense with 4:49 left.
Possession arrow, no. Now they're going to move the possession arrow. Official scorekeeper just changed the possession arrow.
Oh, brother.
Yes.
So it is Central ball.
But if you're Northeastern, you got to just forget it and play basketball. Whoa.
Oh, no, a pass. Markey had cut inside. It was very nearly turned over. Central still with it. And here's Richard down the lane, dumps it off to Mark.
Oh, but that's number 4 if that's on him.
It is.
That hurts them with 4:36 to go.
That was well executed, well timed.
Absolutely.
Markey at the line first. Back rimmed it.
They have not made a free throw in the second half.
Wow.
0 for 5.
And they're down 6.
Right. I mean,
they've been steady all year. Second. That's off the back. Probula trying to bring it down. Rizzuto took it away. Rolls it ahead toward the far sideline. Hamilton got there and tried to dribble away from a trap. And John Eister saw that trap, called time from the bench. Markey pleading his case that he was hooked. It's going to be Northeastern ball, though. 4:28 to go. Bobcats up 53-47. Timeout brought to you by Fink's Garage.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get your team parties started from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Pick up party planners with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. Get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet rising crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, we've got some now students that are able to do that and higher up each side.
And I'd give that student about a 9.8 on that double she did there.
Got some athletes.
Absolutely.
And now one on the Central side just does a somersault. He knows his limits.
Absolutely.
The Northeastern ball, 4:20 and ticking. They lead by 6. And here is Hamilton coming out toward half court. Central extending the D out a bit. Wilson at the midcourt logo, off to Malba.
And this is by design. Let's see if they can get some space.
Malba starts in, stops, now goes all the way in and lays it in.
You can't defend that. You let him stop there and he still has his dribble. That's the biggest lead of the game for them.
55-47. Here's a 3, Ray, and back rim out front. Rebound Malba with 3:45 to go. His 5th to go with 14 points, 6 assists. Big night on the league's biggest stage. Down to 3.5 to go and up 8. And Hamilton bumped into by Markey. Ball stolen. Prebula with it at half court. Reach in Hamilton with 3:27 to go. And a 1-and-1 for Central.
But they've not been good from the line here in the second half.
Prebula will be the free throw shooter.
They got to make all of these. The problem is they got to go for steals now. They've got 2 fouls to give.
His first is good.
They're going to have to get a little more aggressive defensively.
Prebula with 10 on the night. 55-48, one more, and that's up and in.
So he broke that streak of misses.
55-49, 3:20 left. Here's Malba, calmly at the controls of it. Right side, Rizzuto, ISO, drives it in, and a hand check called. Ball started to slip away from him, but Prebula is whistled. He can't believe it.
And I can't either. I mean, they bail him out. He lost the ball.
Down to Malba with the layup.
You got to learn. They did it the last time they inbounded to there. Same play, other side.
Those two team up. Here's a 3 and good. Cade Prebula from the left wing. And it's 57-52 Northeastern. 2:50 left. Prebula with 14 for Central. Here's Hamilton darting in. Off to Eister, a floater in the lane, back rim. And almost had his own miss. Cornelius took it away. Foot race. He looks at Malba, who blocked it. But a foul called. Cornelius looked back at Malba as he went in, and Fred caught him. He ran him down, but a foul on the play.
If he doesn't make these 2 free throws, okay?
They call goaltend. They put 2 points up on the board.
Call goaltending? What's the call?
Maybe the whistle was for that and not for a foul. I assumed it was a foul.
Who gets, Prebula gets that what? Deuce?
Cornelius will.
Cornelius gets the deuce, right?
So it was no foul. Yep, the whistle was for goaltending. It's a 3-point game. 57-54.
You can't leave him out on an island. You've got to give him help, which means you've got to step away from Rizzuto.
It's Malba with the ball, and it'll go to Quay up top, and a foul called.
Are they going to call the foul or a walk? They got him on a foul. And if that's Cornelius is done? No,
fourth.
That's 4th.
Central 6th.
So everybody's shooting from here on out.
Coming down to the end. 2:10 left. Malba with the ball. Northeastern up 3. Crossover, spin, and a foul. Ray trying to stay with him. 1-and-1 for Fred Malba. If it becomes a foul shooting contest, Andy, despite tonight, Central has been the second best free throw shooting team in the league. Northeastern has struggled.
I know, and they have struggled at times. But in big spots, this is what the big...
Malba with 16 on the night. Front end on the way. And no good. And Prebula looking for
and he
it.
Lost it.
Out of bounds. Back to Northeastern. Trying to hang on in a crowd. And with 2:04 to go, Northeastern, no damage done.
We've seen this play. We've seen this play before. There it goes.
Right back down to Malba.
We
and
did it again.
Scores. Posting up after making the inbound, Rizzuto back into him.
That's 3 times they've run that same play.
Up 5, down low, it's Richard with it. And a short little shot to the right of the lane bounces in. Timeout Central. Richard on the little fade from the post. 3:47 to go. Northeastern 59, Central 56. League championship to be determined shortly.
Try asking my calling.
San Antonio, Texas.
Bahama.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
1:47 to go for a boys championship. Northeastern up 59-56 with the ball.
Fred Mulba just told everybody, I want the ball back once it's inbounded against this press.
He'll bounce into Rizzuto. Rizzuto holding. Hunt trying to take Mulba away. Rizzuto will bring it front court.
And that's not who you want to foul.
And he'll bounce it off to Hamilton in from the right baseline. Foul on the floor.
Landon Ray, that's his third, the way I see it.
Yep. Rejoining this group this year. Front end up. And rattles out. Rebound, Rizzuto. He missed the putback. Second effort goes in.
And that's what wins you championships. That kind of play. On the offensive glass, doing a
1-point game again.
Nice job right there by Markey.
61-58. Mulba up the floor, being pressured, ducks in, whips it down low. Hamilton on the double pump, missed the layup.
But again,
tip to Mulba, and back to Wilson with a minute to go. Northeastern still with it, up 3 and a foul called. Hand check from
Hunt on his face. I wouldn't be smiling until I made these free throws.
One more 1-and-1. It was the 9th on Central. And Mulba with 18 on the night. Here he goes. First one up.
No good.
It's off the back.
But you got to get the rebound.
And batted out. Wilson will get there. Sideline. His pass deflected. He'll grab it in the backcourt. Ahead to Klein.
And guess what? You put the wrong guy on the foul line. You put the wrong guy on the foul line.
Rizzuto with 2. Double bonus now. With 43.3 to go. Northeastern up 3. Rizzuto's first is good. 62-58.
That makes it 2 possessions with 43.3.
Northeastern last year their first league title. Gone. Prebula up court and whips it down low. Richard the catch. Leans in and scores off the glass. Timeout Central. 2-point game with 33.1 remaining.
Wow, that's a miss. That's a miss you cannot have right there. Unbelievable.
The situation, we're going nowhere. You in
the fourth quarter, you got a 2-point lead by the Bobcats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 missed free throws by Northeastern. So they're 5 of 7 in the fourth quarter, okay? On the other hand, you got 4 missed free throws by Central in the third quarter, and now they're 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter. So I think you got to make this a foul shooting game. If I'm Sheeler, if Mulba gets the ball, I'm going to foul him. I'm going to make him beat me on the foul line, not with that speed or that sleight of hand he does with the basketball as he beats my brains in going by me. You know what I mean? Now you see him, now you don't.
Last year's game, Northeastern came back, ended up winning by 11. This year, not quite the margin. 62-60.
Right, and you got to watch because Nate Wilson's a 77% free throw shooter. Okay, so I mean, you got some guys on this team that can shoot some free throws.
Fred Mulba on his own baseline.
There he is.
And into Rizzuto. They don't want to foul him.
And they're going to give him the ball. Why not?
Up the floor, 30 seconds left. Crosses down the middle. And a foul. He took it into the lane, forced the issue. They foul to prevent 2. Rizzuto will have 2 at the line. Larry Hunt with his second, 25.3 left.
You really don't believe that he's going to miss one of these, dude?
Not really.
Unbelievable.
It's an epidemic for both teams.
It is. This is amazing. As good as they shot in the first half, I cannot believe that I just saw that.
One more. Rizzuto readies. It's up. And it's good.
It's still a one-possession game, though. Central got what they wanted.
63-60. 22 seconds left. Cornelius in the game brings it up. And with the dribble has to pick up. Bounce. No good. Rebound. Cornelius puts it back in. And the clock's still running. 7 seconds left. A foul called with 7.3. 63-62. And we'll do the free throw thing again. Central within a point on the putback.
You got all kinds of scenarios here. All kinds of scenarios. Mulba makes 2. It's still a one-possession game, so a 3 would tie it. Here we go.
At the line for 2. Mulba eyes it up. Deep breath. One dribble. Shoots. And got it. 64-62 Northeastern.
You got to watch the foul now. With 7.3, you got plenty of time to get the ball down the floor. But I'll tell you what, if you're Nate Eister, you might want to foul him if you're up 3.
Central out of timeouts. Northeastern's got 1. Mulba ready. One more. It's up. It's good. Northeastern up 3. Inbound to Cornelius. Clock rolls. 5 seconds. Cornelius front court. Fakes. Has to shoot from deep. It's short. It's an air ball. And the Northeastern Bobcats have gone back to back.
Wow.
An absolute classic. And Northeastern wins 65-62. They've gone back to back. The rematch was even better. Now the Bobcats have done it again. Back-to-back league champions. Last year they won their first ever. And for an encore, they do it again in a classic championship tilt. And for the Central Panthers, heartbreak. They make it for the 5th straight year, but for the 4th consecutive season, they fall short. And for the 2nd straight year to their rival from just up the road in Manchester. 65-62 the final. Northeastern wins it. They'll have the medal presentation, the net cutting ceremonies, all of that coming up here on the Grumbacher Center floor. And what a gem of a game it was. Northeastern hope championships to their postseason resume going forward. The league championship is claimed here tonight. 65-62 the final. Stay tuned. Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group postgame show is next.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
So you need new windows, doors, or vinyl siding, and you've decided to head on out to the home show. In other words, you're going to hop in your car, fight for a parking salespeople who are sweepstakes. Custom windows from Window World can save energy and rack up the savings to heat and cool your home. And Rich and Angel can tell you all about it miles from the overpriced food court. Window World believes there's a big difference between doing things and doing things right. Oh, and that little appointment those home show guys set up? Yeah, they'll be in your house for hours until you either pay too much. As a Window World, Market Street in York does their best for every home, every day, not just during home show days. So call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW today.
2358.
When it comes to better vision. comes to mind.
I'm Dr. Scott Weaver, owner of Weaver Eye Associates. For over 65 years, my family has been taking care of York County residents, one pair of eyes at a time. Our mission 65 years ago is the same as it is today, and that is to create enthusiastic patients through extraordinary eye care and legendary customer service.
Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing. They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver.
I was looking for a family atmosphere, somebody who would be as well.
Vision, we want one name to come to mind, and that is Weaver Eye Associates. Our offices are located in East York, West York, and Dallastown. Please visit our...
Put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Are you where you want to be in your career? Start training now for your new career in as little as a year in York County School of new medical assistant and dental assistant program. In the area, make your future affordable and secure. Come in for a tour today or visit ytech.edu/adulted. Classes starting February 26th. Financing and financial aid available for eligible programs to those who qualify.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Coatman Kunkel Insurance Group postgame show here from a jubilant Grumbacher Center for Northeastern fans. Bobcats being presented with their championship medals. They are the York Adams League boys champs again with a 65-62 win over Central here tonight. Panthers were given their silvers and they stand and applaud Northeastern as they will cut down the net to our right here shortly. Central takes Northeastern right down to the last possession for the second time in 3 meetings this season. But Northeastern expected to be the best in the league from day one. They had that target on their backs all year, and they proved it. And
he wanted them to against that zone in the second quarter. He figured it out late. They get the game tied on a big shot from Antonio there, and then coming down the stretch, I mean, a lot of Fred, you know, just a lot of guys doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, they were trading blows back and forth down the stretch.
Right, and you know, they played great basketball, and like I say all the time, they just got beat by a better thoroughbred this time, and you know, it's tough, but it's the way it is sometimes.
All the news outlets represented tonight they'll face Dallastown, the 8th seed. Northeastern's got 1 championship. They're hoping for another one. They'll enter the district tournament 3rd in 5A. They'll host Conrad Weiser on Monday. So they'll have a couple of days to enjoy it and then right back on the floor. But this is certainly one that they wanted, and they here tonight.
Nice. Wow. I mean, there you go. You got a kid going up the ladder right now. He's 4 foot 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
And he can play.
Dejon Simpson.
Yeah, he can play.
Been impressed with it. We should turn on the rim mics and listen to the net cutting.
I'm not sure you want to do that.
No, probably. The FCC probably would not prefer that, but a 65-62 win for Northeastern. Andy, you've got the post-game stats.
And I got him. Let's start with Central, okay? Garrett Markey, 5 field goals, 3 of 6 from the line. He had 15. Cade Prabula, 4 field goals, 2 of those threes, 4 for 4 from the line. He had 14. Zaire Cornelius, fighting foul trouble a lot tonight. 5 field goals, 1 of those was a 3. He had 11. Braden Richard, 5 field goals, 10 points. So they had 4 guys in double figures. 4 guys in double figures. You got Landon Ray, he had 3 field goals. Owen Toller off the bench, he had 3, and Bryce Bender had 2. They had 62 points on 20 for the victorious Northeastern Bobcats. Fred Mulba, 8 field goals, 4 of 6 from the line, all and 2 misses, 2 of 4 in the fourth quarter, but he had 20 points. Nate Wilson, he had 3 field goals, 2 of those threes, 2 for 2 from the line, he had 10. Quay Mulba, 3 field goals, 6 points. Antonio Rizzuto, 9 field goals. 6 of those were threes. 4 of 6 from the line, 28 points. And DJ Hamilton went 1 for 3 for the line in the fourth quarter for 1 point. They had 65, 11 of 17 from the line, 23 field goals, 8 of those were threes.
All adds up to a 65-62 win for Northeastern, and for you, Andy, it all adds up again.
It does. I can't believe it, but yes.
Brett Petrek with us tonight. He was tracking some of the ball control stats for us. Rizzuto led Northeastern in rebounding as well with 9. Malba had 6 boards, 6 assists. Central led by Markey in rebounding with 7. Perbula added 6. Cornelius had 4 assists. Both teams representing our area really well. And one of the things that was really fun to see, I mean, these guys play with each other in AAU. They, them kind of laughing amongst.
It's nice to see that. It's nice to see they're that hard in the heat of the game. And then you knock somebody down, you help them up, you smile, and you go knock them down again. I mean, that's just the way it's always been.
Well, we have enjoyed it all season. Now as we get into districts, we get to be a little bit more York County fans, I guess, certainly rooting for our teams.
We get to be homers. Sometimes.
You and I both do that well.
Yes, we do. I'm sorry.
You especially.
Yes, I do.
Maybe me especially.
Yeah, really. You're asking me if I don't know, man. Me against you as a homer?
That is a
No, I've
good.
Heard you on Saturdays, okay?
That's a toss-up.
Yeah, I'm telling you what.
And some Wednesday nights.
Right, I've heard you. I've heard you before, yes.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I could do it that well. This was a great one to call. I mean,
this was a lot of fun.
This is a lot of fun. This is my first year doing this with you, man. I've had a lot of fun this year. You were saying, oh, it's a shame Ray and you get all the double overtime. You know what? Really? I mean, then all of a sudden we're getting all these OTs.
It's like it's like the free throw jinx. I said, all of our games stink, and then go on to overtime.
Well, and that's what happened. Kid had a great game. It's difficult, and Wilson coming in, that baseline move. I tell you, I think the difference in this game for me was the inbound play. They got 8 points in the second half off of the same inbound play.
Yeah.
Malba takes the ball out. Rizzuto's on the same. I want to keep calling him risotto. That's unbelievable. I make risotto, but so Malba and him on the same. He's on the lane line. He's on the low block. Guys fronting Antonio. Antonio backs up towards the foul line. Malba inbounds it over the hand. Antonio catches, looks like he's going to shoot. And then right back underneath the basket to the low block. And there's Fred, who works whatever magic he wants to work. And that's unbelievable how in congestion he can do that. Great footwork. They got 8 points in the second half of that same inbounds play. I think that's the difference in the game.
Yeah. A couple times Malba would catch it free enough for a layup, but there were a couple times he had to post up who was on him.
Right.
But either way, it worked out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, you get it done because you've got great skill sets. And those are the kind of things that people don't see. All these people that come here tonight don't see these guys, like I said before, on the playground, in the driveway, endless hours in the gym, traveling for AAU, doing all those things to become better players. It was on display tonight on both sides of the scorer's table.
Yeah, it's a major commitment for the student athletes, also for the parents who drive these kids to, you said AAU, that goes through the summer. Those are not summers completely off. Ththese kids are active.
There, that's John Eister's dad right there.
Oh, yeah.
Nate Eister's grandfather going up there to get a piece of that net. That's awesome.
Boy, they'll never forget that.
That's awesome. Help him down, John, or you're out of the will. Okay.
Well, congratulations to both teams, and certainly to Northeastern on winning it all again in the York Adams League. 65-62 the final. We've got more coming up. We're taking it till midnight tonight.
We're not. At least I'm not.
Yeah, Jim will finish it back at the station with the call-in show. And the Coatman Kunkel Insurance Group post-game show continues after this.
'Tis the season for dead car batteries, leaky engine cooling systems, poor heat, streaky windshield wipers, and poor tire traction. Are you ready? At Fink's Garage, we'll help you be ready for the season. Do you enjoy winter sports? Indoor or outdoor, you depend on your vehicle to get you there, right? Well, you can also depend on Fink's Garage to take care of your vehicle so you can enjoy all of your winter activities. Call Fink's Garage at 717-854-5177.
Get your team parties started with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Pick up party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. Get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet rising crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Here's something everyone needs to think about. Who helps prepare your taxes? Is it the same person who gives you investment advice? It probably should be. It should be someone who knows how to get the best return on both. Someone like Jeff Zunick with Zunick Advisory Services.
Hi, I'm Jeff Zunick, a longtime York County resident with over 25 years in the financial services field. A lot of folks come to me for the first time simply because their taxes get a little too complicated. They've often been doing it themselves or turning to one of those brand name services. I start by helping with their taxes, of course, but then as we look at their savings, I'm able to help even more. After all, how you invest your savings directly impacts the amount of taxes you pay. And who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992.
Today, it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Final score here in the York Adams League Boys Championship tonight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on WOYK. It was Northeastern 65, Central 62. Darrell Henry back with Andy Bria. The celebrations continuing. Many a photo op with the entire team down on the floor with Northeastern winning, and a treat of a game that we had here tonight. And we'll be here again tomorrow. Central represented again. They will play Dallastown tomorrow.
That's going to be a good one. All right, that's going to be a real good one there.
And on the boys' side, those two teams will face in the district opener. So the rivalries and Division I rivalries just continuing. But, we talked quite a bit about it. We did the stats and a lot of the analysis in the first segment, Andy. But, this was a game that early on Central had the better of, and Northeastern, a couple of long balls was half court at the end of the first half for the most part.
Well, and you said it. You asked me the question, does hitting a big shot like that at the end of the half give you some momentum? Yes. And if they would have buried one early, went to the zone, and then they had to go. The problem is when you got kids like one-on-one, and what happened, walk away from Antonio, it's just, Durant to Steph. I watched that last year, and I hate NBA, but that's the help coming from. You need 6 guys.
Yeah, right.
So,
one of the former greats of Panther past, Jared Wagner, now with York College. He's down on the floor talking to some of tonight's participants. The entire Spartan team was up in the skybox watching, and certainly an interest in former York team, the coaching staff, and the student management staff. But
I'm sure you're looking for another guy like Jared Wagner.
Oh, man. What a treat.
You talk about a really special talent. Wow.
And you got to see him at this level. I can only imagine a couple of years back.
I mean, when I used to call his game, he wasn't in the play. I'm looking at something, he's not even there. And then the next thing you know, he's got the ball and he's gone the other way, or it misses and you got these trees in there. Next thing you know, he comes away with the rebound. He just did everything so well. I mean, you guys, I think you guys are lucky to have him, and I'm sure he's doing well over here.
Yeah, he is. And before we go to our last break, looking ahead for Northeastern, they face some zone tonight, a little bit different zone. Do you think they figured some things out against it?
I think so, and I think they're going to get better at it. And you know what? You're going to see that. That's going to be the book on them going into districts. But I watched them win a district title last year, and if they can bring what they did here late, a little better free throw shooting, they're going to need that when it comes now going forward. You cannot, you can't be 11 for 17 if you're going to win a 3-point game at districts. But they beat a Mechanicsburg team that was really good. But go ahead.
All right, 65-62 the final as Northeastern wins it. We will take a timeout, wrap it up with our Heritage Hills Player of the Game honors. Our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group postgame show continues in just a moment.
When you think of chicken pot pie, it might bring back memories in the kitchen with Grandma.
Grandma's the pot pie almost ready?
Yes, it is. I'll grab my keys. We're going to Rutter's.
For a limited time, VIPs earn triple rewards on all sizes of delicious chicken pot pie. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Golfers, Briarwood is now accepting registrations for the 2018 Evening Golf League season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues consist of 2-player teams playing against teams of similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a 2-person couple scrambles league and a 2-person men's league. Team regular season matches begin the week of April 2nd and continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with a shotgun start. Briarwood Leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East. 5 years of experience running leagues providing fun and enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at our well-stocked discount pro shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a T. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat /Urgent Orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Local sports on WOIK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Your day seems to fly by, but with a great cup of Rutter's coffee, you're on your way to conquering your day. With 6 coffee flavors included, you've got this, and we will give our VIPs triple rewards. Rutter's, why go anywhere else for coffee?
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Back here once again, 65-62. They knock off Central. And John Eister, after his many media responsibilities after this game, we've thrown one more at him. He joins us up here at the table. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much. It was fun. Stressful, but fun.
I like that because I was just going to ask you, was it really fun? John, talk about the chess match going on like I was just talking about. In the second quarter, they go to the zone. I know I keep preaching that,
well,
but
he really surprised me there. I really didn't expect him. I mean, we talked about it,
Right.
And my one assistant, Don Kaufman's like, hey, he says, first thing I would do if I was him is if they get a lead, I'm going to a zone. I was like, he's not going to a zone. And what did he do? He went to a zone. So different things we could do against it. And the first one wasn't working, and sometimes things don't work because they don't do what you want them to. And I think there was a timeout, and we tried something different, and we got some guys in different spots. And Quay Malva was real big for us there. He was able to finish.
You were able to kick then to Antonio. He had a nice night shooting the ball. So then they make the big shot. Did that help? That helped him confidence when he makes the big shot going into the locker room?
They were a little happy going into the locker room.
Were you able to get anything done in the locker room?
They were a little happy. Well,
it's a game.
Even if we don't make that one, it's still a game.
Right.
We're only down 3. So they were a little jacked up there. We talked about stopping their dribble penetration. 30 points is too many points, even with them, and because they're playing really well. But still, that's a lot of points for us. We normally don't give that up. They're a good team, and they got more threats now than they had earlier in the year. So, and they shot the ball pretty well too.
Yeah, well, they did in the first half. They really did. And then you didn't miss a free throw. Nobody missed a free throw in the first half. Nobody could make a free throw in the second quarter. Right. It was like, oh my God, nice job, man.
Well,
nice job with your kids. I think they responded really.
Central. I was telling somebody down there, I don't know who, but I know those guys. We're not like far apart. With my son being a senior, I know Garrett and Landon and those guys for a long time, and Coach Sheeler, and my heart goes out to them because you get here. I felt a little bit feels kind of bad. I'm happy for our guys, but it's a good team. It's a good team.
Absolutely.
You don't get here that many times without being really good. So hats off to Central York.
Hats off to you too, Coach. You did a great job.
Thank
man.
you.
Tell your kids.
Thank you, guys.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, John Eister joining. He's got the net in hand.
That's
taking
awesome.
it back to Manchester.
Take it back to media.
You have a career in media relations. Well, you threw off the headset and down to the court.
Absolutely,
I don't know where you're going.
And see what goes on. I mean, that's just it's just an awesome and that he gives you.
There's a lot of people down there that want a piece of him right now.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so. He's got an incredible program and a 65-62 win for the Bobcats in the championship game tonight. Andy, it's time to name our Heritage Hills Player of the Game. It's our favorite segment. Who's naming? I know we're going to agree.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you go.
Okay.
I've got what I want to say.
You have a dark horse?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Mr. Rizzuto with the big he had struggled a little bit the other night from outside.
He did.
Outside.
He did. But he was crucial in this one.
Yes.
Okay, so that's yes. But I got to give two.
Okay.
I got to give Superman his due, man.
No doubt.
I'm telling you what. I mean, when he was struggling against his own, he knifes through the lane to get him a basket. You heard him on the inbounds play. They did not want Antonio with the ball, but you cannot give him that ball back on the block. And when they did, he was double teamed and still was able, I don't know how, he operates with all those bodies and still made it every time. I mean,
magician.
You got to give him to. He is a magician. He is a magician. And he's got a great smile. He's a great kid, man. Yeah. Moba and Rizzuto.
There you go.
All right,
we agree again.
I'm telling you what, it's starting to get scary.
Well,
it's starting to get scary.
Both teams with more work to do, like we said. Central hosting Dallastown as the 8th seed in districts in 6A beginning Tuesday night, excuse me. Northeastern will be the 3rd seed in District 3 5A. They host Conrad Weiser Monday night. I don't know who Conrad is, but...
And who does Central play coming out of the gate?
Dallastown. And then whoever wins that goes to Reading on Friday.
Wow. That's like... Yeah.
Tough.
You think? Yeah, I always like that. And your prize is, for winning, to go to the Geigel Center and play the #1 horse.
Man. But we're looking forward to those tournaments and also the girls' championship tomorrow. We'll be back here on the air at 6:30 once again with the Central York girls looking to repeat. They'll take on Dallastown tomorrow. I hope you can join us. It's presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine once again. Later tonight at 10 o'clock, we've got Team USA Olympic Hockey against Slovakia tonight. I said it was Slovakia last night. I was wrong. It was Canada. So I wasn't even close.
Well, we had a young lady win that, giant slalom? That was kind of cool.
No, I didn't see today, but I'll get home and watch some of that tonight. But Olympic hockey tonight, and then we are back with you, like we said, tomorrow at 6:30. Hope you can join us then. Andy, this was fun. Look forward to tomorrow.
I'm ready. I'm going to have to go home and take a nap, get some sleep. Maybe not work tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be close.
Well, for Jeff Lautenberger here with us on the video for Game Time PA, for Brett Petrek, our spotter and statistician tonight, Jim Harden back at the station, and Andy Bria with me. Daryl Henry saying so long from the Grumbacher Center. Once once again, your final in the Boys League Championship tonight. It's Northeastern 65, Central 62. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:30 for the Girls League Championship. Central against Dallastown, right here on Sports Radio 1350 and video at Game Time PA.
Thank you for listening to WOYK's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution. WOYK app